Hey guys, it's Devon Lockfield with Rehab Dynamics. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about proper work setup, especially for those who find themselves working at home all of a sudden instead of at your normal work environment, just like my husband who is now working from our bedroom. So I'm going to go over a few things to look for to make your work setup as comfortable as possible to avoid neck injury, back injury, eye strain, and all that good stuff. Now we're gonna do the best we can, but I know a lot of things are limited as far as what you have to work with, like desk surface, chairs available, but I'll show you what we did to do the best that we can. So first, my husband works with 3 monitors at a time. He's an engineer, so he does a lot of computer work, a lot of sitting all day long. Unfortunately, our best table option is this really fancy fold-out table, but it gives him enough surface that he can spread out his things instead of them being all squished together. We got this computer chair, actually my grandmother was getting rid of it, so we lucked out there, which is important to have a sitting surface that is conducive to good posture. I'll get more on that in a minute. Originally, he was using this kitchen chair, which was pretty miserable. He had neck pain within the first half day he was working at home. So a few things to work on when setting up your home office space. First is your chair. You want it to have as many adjustable things as possible. You want it to be able to have adjustable height, of course. Adjustable tilt of the chair part is really important, the seat, to get it to tilt forward and backwards. So that'll help your lumbar support, and to have as much lumbar support of the chair back as possible. This one doesn't have the best, but he has occasionally a lumbar roll that he will put in the chair to give him some better back support. And also you want to make sure that the height of the chair allows you to have your feet flat on the floor, not hanging if you're, on the shorter end. Next is the desk, which we don't really have this right, but it's the best we can do. Desk height you want generally about 25 to 30 inches high, and you want it for you yourself, for your elbows to be at about a 90 to 110 degree bend when you are using your keyboard while sitting at your desk. And another option is to get one of those standing desks, which would be really nice, so that you can also change your position of your desk throughout the day. You can sit for a while and then you can raise them up to stand, which is really helpful. The monitor, or monitors, since he has 3, we'll just look at his center one that he usually uses. You want that to be about 20 inches from your face so that you're not leaning forward and hunching over to look at it. Wear glasses if you need them to get that 20 inches. And you want the top of the screen that you're looking at to be about eye level or just below eye level. So again, if you have to adjust your seat height, or if you have to kind of change the desk you're working with, if possible, that's what you're looking for. And then the keyboard and mouse, which I don't even know where his mouse is. I think he took it with him. But the keyboard, again, you want to have that 90 to 110 degree bend in your elbows, so you don't want it too far or too close. And he's got a pretty good space here. He uses the desktop a lot to write also. And then 2, if you're not working with a laptop, which a lot of people are these days, and if possible, it's helpful if you have a desk that has a keyboard tray that actually allows it to tilt away from you, down, like this, at about 15 degrees. That's actually better for your wrists and your elbows, but that's not necessarily reality for a lot of people. But ideally, you'll have it tilt away from you about 15 degrees. It's just better for your wrist. Another important thing, as usual, is to stand up and take breaks about every 30 minutes if possible, even if that's going to the bathroom, running to the printer. Do the best you can with that kind of thing. But again, you want to have as good of a home setup as possible. Like I said, ours is kind of rigged up with this old table and all of his cords. No filing cabinet, that's all his stuff down there. But with even having all 3 monitors, it's enough of an enclosed workspace that he's not straining his neck to reach everything. His chair, of course, swivels now, much unlike the kitchen chair. So the chair swivels instead of his neck or his back swiveling. I am going to show a couple little diagrams here of good posture and bad posture. So again, things to remember with proper sitting posture. You want to have your computer screen at eye level or just below, the top of the screen at eye level or just below. You want it to be about 20 inches from your face. You want your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over hips, just like this is showing. And you want your feet flat on the floor with your knees at about 90 degrees and your elbows at about 90 degrees if possible. It's really important because if you're there for 8 hours a day, you're going to feel a difference. Also, that desk height about 25 to 30 inches high if possible. And have your chair have as many adjustable components as possible so that you can really customize it to everything that you need. All right, and then next, things not to do. This is bad posture. This is what happens when you don't have proper back support, if your monitor is not in the right place, if your desk height isn't right, if your keyboard isn't in the right place, or your mouse. There's a lot of flexion in the lumbar and thoracic spine, a lot of neck strain, a lot of eye strain too, and you're not going to last all day if this is how you're sitting. You'll have a lot of discomfort, a lot of headaches, and that's not a good way to work. So again, thanks for hanging out with me in our office/bedroom/nursery. I hope to see everybody soon in the clinic. Until then, you'll have a good day. Try to get your workspace as best you can, whether you're working from home, if you're still going into the office. It makes a huge difference. And if you end up with any pain or discomfort, of course, call us. We can always help you out. Thanks, guys. Bye.